Scott, why are you up this late and alone in the kitchen? Are you feeling unwell? Should I call the ambulance?
No, Mom, I am well, just couldn't sleep. What are you and my uncle hiding from me? Because I certainly know you're keeping something from me. No secrets, you say, remember that.
Young man, you don't speak to me in that tone of voice. I am still your mother. Besides, I told you there is something I should tell you. Why are you so worked up and disrespecting me all of a sudden, huh?
I am sorry, Mom. Didn't mean to.
My son, a lot has happened since your father died, and I am not telling you this for you to hate anyone. The man who came by today asking of me is Paul Carlson, your father's younger brother.
I knew the face. He was so familiar, but couldn't place a finger.
You don't interrupt me when I am talking, boy. What's this new behavior? Where did you learn that from? As I was saying, he's family. I went to see my brother today and he told me, Sophie met him at the town center telling him, apparently your grandparents instructed Paul to give us allowance every month for the past 10 years, but Paul never did and they are not aware.
Sorry, Mom, but I thought you said they died. Dead people don't come back to life, right? And who is Sophie?
I needed to say something to ease your pain. They couldn't take your dad's demise, so they relocated to the States. And before they left, they asked Paul to give us monthly allowance. Sophie is your father's cousin.
Mom, do you have issues with Paul because it's 10 years and we got nothing from him? That's more than just being petty.
Paul was my mate in school. We were friends and it's through him I met your father. But he recently told me he liked me and he is still angry I married your father. But the truth is he never told me anything. How would I know when he didn't say anything? That's besides the point. What he did is cruel. Imagine if not for your uncle, how would we have survived? I stopped working after I gave birth to you. He is just evil.
So, Mom, what's going to happen now? I hope they are not taking me from you. And Mom, thank you very much. Sorry for disrespecting you earlier on.
It's okay, son. Let's go to bed, it's late. Good night.
Sophie, how did you allow this to happen, huh? For goodness sakes, it's been a decade. How in God's name did you allow this cruelty to happen to Scott and Jessica? I am disappointed in you.
I am sorry, Uncle. It was Paul's idea, and you made him CEO. I cannot make any decisions without him knowing. You know how vile Paul is.
Sophie, that is not an excuse. We have been talking twice every week for the past 10 years. You could have told me. Each time I asked about Jessica and Scott, you give me excuses. I trusted you to care for them and you disappointed me. I don't want to see you till this situation is resolved. Get out of my sight, you ingrate.
I am sorry, Uncle. I promise to see it. I will take my leave. I heard voices from my bedroom. Is everything okay, my dear?
I didn't want to tell you, but it's important I do so. Paul and Sophie decided to keep the monthly allowance for Jessica and Scott for the past 10 years. Can you believe that?
Goodness gracious. So that's why Paul is hiding from us. Reason for his strange attitude. I am so disappointed in them. So honey, what are we going to do now?
I suggest we find Jessica ourselves because I can't trust those two anymore.
That is a good idea, but where do we start from? Oh, we can start from the town center. I am very certain someone from their neighborhood will know them.
Okay dear, tomorrow then. I have to go to the office. I am meeting with the finance team.
Okay, love. See you.
Hello, sir. Welcome once again.
Thank you, Carl. You may take a seat. All right, Carl. Thanks for coming on a short notice. I know you have a lot to deal with. However, I would like to see the finances since I have been away. I know Paul was in charge, but this company is still mine. How quickly can you make it happen?
That's not a problem, sir. I still have a copy of every monthly and annual report in hard and soft copy. The month is ending in a week time, so it will be available latest by 2nd. Hope that's okay with you?
Brilliant, Carl. That's perfect. Tell your team I really appreciate all your efforts, especially in my absence.
All right, sir. We'll inform them. I shall take my leave now.
Sure, Carl. You may go.
Seriously. What are you doing here by this time of the day? Paul, haven't you done enough? I am tired of you.
Jessica, I didn't come to fight. First of all, forgive me for all the nasty things I've done and said to you. There is no justification for my actions. I am really sorry.
Sorry, you say? I don't hold any grudges against you. All I am asking is you to leave my son and I alone. You need to get over the fact that I didn't marry you. You never asked me out. So get over it, please.
It's true, I should get over it, but I didn't, and it got this far. Most importantly, my parents are back and would like to see you and Scott. I must say you have done a brilliant job raising that boy. He is very polite and straightforward. I would have been an obstacle in raising him, I must say.
What has that got to do with me? It's been a decade now, so what exactly do they want from me?
I must say they never abandoned you and Scott. I was supposed to give you monthly allowance, but I held back thinking you will come begging. It went on and I got used to spending your money.
You evil spawn. I do not want to see you near my son again. You said you love me, but this is wickedness. Get out of my sight and my life. You're no human. You don't deserve to be a Carlson. Your brother is turning in his grave.
Can you not bring my brother into this? I am already feeling awful. Please don't make it any worse.
You don't get to make demands here. Now leave me alone. I need to go to bed. Irrelevant being.